Hello guys, it's Kasim. I hope you're doing all right. I hope your week is all right. I hope your family is all right. Everything is going okay. Thanks for coming to watch this, and I hope you find it useful. So I want to talk about a question which I saw on YouTube and give my opinion on it, which is should everything in a marriage or in a relationship be 50-50? Now, I am only going to talk about this in terms of people who are in long term relationships or who are married. Okay, I'm not talking about people who are dating because that's a very different thing, right? You can date somebody, but marrying them it might be a completely different thing. So, should everything be 50-50? But before I answer this, guys, if you want to help me get to 1,000 subscribers by June, please can you excuse me, and subscribe to my channel to help me get to those 1,000 subscribers. You've been an absolute legend. Okay, so let's get into this. So, should everything be 50-50 in a marriage? The answer is no. Okay, but I'll explain. I definitely think that you should strive to have everything as 50-50 as possible, but I don't think everything can be 50-50 because I remember I was on a holiday in Wales with my granddad and he was dancing with my grandmother. And I said to Granddad, Granddad, what's your secret? Okay, you were married before to our other grandma, you're married again, you seem very happy, you've been married for like 30 years or something. What is your secret? And Granddad said to me, well, the secret, Cass, is what did he say to me? He said, you should learn that a marriage changes as you grow. And I was like, okay. So I said, expand. He said, when me and your grandmother first got together, when we first had children, sorry, he said, when we first got together, our relationship was a certain way. When we had children, the relationship changed because sometimes I was taking the kids to football or swimming, and she was doing the shopping. And in after the kids left home, our relationship changed again because now we had to learn how to date and learn how to be with each other. And so here's my point. I believe that in a marriage, you should be both taking 100% accountability for your part in a marriage. It shouldn't be 50-50. It should be 100% of yourself, of what you should be doing, of your role, of what you're expected to do in the marriage. You should be doing that, and the other person should also be doing their part as well. But the goal is to try to work together, not to try to keep things balanced, because things cannot be balanced in a marriage all the time. There's going to be moments when your wife is feeling, maybe she's had a child and she's feeling really insecure about her body. Okay? And so you may have to, whilst ideally the relationship should be that both of you should be giving confidence and compliments to each other, you may have to console a lot more. You may have to go and buy her flowers. You may have to take the kids swimming, etc. You may have to try and wuss her off her feet, whatever it may be for you, whatever in your relationship. But you want to try, essentially, you may have to put a lot more effort into one area than you used to before. You may find, for example, that you both of you are trying to buy a house. Okay, you want to upgrade, you want to buy something more bigger. So that means your dating life and your holidays and stuff might have to be on the back foot, so that maybe your wife um, does a huge amount of the money that she earns goes into the relationship and the covering of the bills and everything, and all of the money that you guys are saving, all of it goes to saving for to buy this upgrade of the house. Do you understand what I mean by that? So, but then things are not equal. Things are not the same. But then later on, you can rebalance it out, and maybe the husband can, once you bought the house, the husband can take on the majority of the bills and the household monies, and the wife maybe can come back to work in less hours. Right? There's going to be times in the relationship when the woman is going the woman is not going to want to go back to work. But when you first got together, both of you were working full time. She might want to work part time or work on a Sunday afternoon, whatever it may be. My point being is, there is no way that it can be 50-50. It just can't be. Unless you're forcing everything to be 50-50, and then you're not actually being authentic to the relationship. You're not doing what is best for the relationship. You're just trying to do things to guarantee things for no reason. Right? like a lot of the time I hear people say, well, we should, if I'm doing the household chores, it should be 50-50. The goal is to do the house chores 50-50. But look, if you're doing the house chores, the chores in the house and the duties in the house, like cleaning the I don't know, cleaning the toilets, hoovering the carpet. Well, yes, but your partner now can be doing the gutterings, doing the lawn, mowing the lawn, cleaning the driveway, cleaning the car. Like, do you understand? It's not 50-50, but it's 50-50 in a different way, right? You're basically balancing each other out, but it not trying to be 50-50. The issue is, I have a philosophy which is that growing something is easier than trying to maintain something. I have all these stages that I call the 6 stages of life. The first is survival. From survival, you then go to security. From security, you then go to freedom. From freedom, you then go to mastery. From mastery, you go to pioneering and contribution. From pioneering and contribution, you go to self-actualization. Here's the problem. A lot of people in life get stuck, like let's say in their relationship, they get stuck between survival and, between security and freedom. And the issue is, the difference is risk, basically. Risk is the difference maker, because a lot of people want to try to maintain, right? Security. I call it security because when you want security, it means you have to maintain something, right? A lot of people want to maintain their relationship instead of growing it, instead of taking it to the next level. They may have to talk about things that are difficult. They may have to, like for example, I know somebody and he was saying to me, Cass, I was by far the breadwinner in our house and I was earning way more money, but I really hated my job and I hated my boss. So I actually had to change jobs and go in a completely different company, even though I've been at that company for 20 years. And he said, but I hated it. And now my wife is actually out earning me. She out earns me because I'm right back down to the bottom of the chain now. Now things are not really 50-50 there, are they? But he said, I'm gonna in the next few years, I'm gonna surpass my wife by far, right? And so all of a sudden you've got this imbalance of how things used to be, of how things work. And my point is, and what I think is really important is to look at whatever is best for you in your relationship. Don't try to fix things and try to guarantee things and this is the way, because sometimes it's not going to work like that, right? Of course there should be expectations about how things should be, but the goal is to try, like I was explaining to somebody the other day, and let me use the metaphor of these. I was explaining to somebody the other day that a lot of people think that a relationship should be like this, right? 2 people going like this. No, a relationship shouldn't be like that. A relationship should be more like this, right? This is 2 people going along, bouncing on each other, bouncing off each other, things working out, things not working out, having an argument, having problems, fixing the problems, more problems coming. That's actually how it should be working. It shouldn't be 50-50 because it's too difficult to maintain 50-50. Well, that's been my experience anyway. You might have had a different experience, but I just think life is too difficult to try to maintain 50-50. That's what I think. Maybe you disagree with me. I'd love to hear what your thoughts are. Comment below. Yeah, I'll leave it there. So that's answered that. Yeah, what do you think? Do you agree with me? Do you disagree? Comment below. Help me get to 1,000 subscribers by June by subscribing. I'll speak to you soon. Thanks, guys.